Hello everybody and welcome back to another Plan with me. This is Misty with Happy Planning with Misty, and we are in my Sweet Kawaii Design 7x9 planner. And so this was my welcome page. This is the month of January, and then this is my monthly February. Now I did not record this with y'all because I did not get it until like Monday or Tuesday of this week. So, I mean, most of February was gone, but I do have March and April that I will film so y'all can see me lay this stuff out. But this was how the February monthly looks. And then I finally put the names of my kits on here. So this was a DEK design kit. And then this is River Street stickers. She has some of the cutest stickers. Y'all need to look her up. I love her stickers. Then this is a Sweet RT Designs. Love her stickers. And of course I skipped a week, not meaning to. And then this is the DEK, no, Sweet Kawaii Design Kit. Then this company here, I didn't write the name down because they're no longer in business. But it was one of the cutest kits. I really enjoyed using it. And then this was a Sadie sticker kit that I used. It was a softer light pink kit. And this was the February the 6th through the 12th. And then this week I have not filled out, but I loved it. This was Paper K, and this is Dot the Bear. And so now we need to work on the week that we're on. And I have not picked out a kit yet for this week. I'm going to look and see. Let's see. And this is February. So that was Valentine's week. So let me get we might do this kit here. This was a kit I thought about using in my B6, but then I changed my mind. So this here is still centered with Valentine's in mind. So this is Paper Focus. I think that's what it says, Paper Focus, and it's love. So you got 369. This is what I got in a D-Stash group. So this is 9 full boxes and some flags for layering. Then you've got trackers, a little bit of deco, your Monday through Sunday meal plan, and then some checklists for the week. Here's some smaller checklists and some functional boxes. Here's a weekend banner. Appointments, bills due, canceled, rescheduled type things, and Happy Mail, laundry day. Here's our washing and to-dos, todays, and odds and ends. Here's our Monday through Sunday, our glitter headers, and our numbers. So I think this is what we're going to use. Let me make sure I hadn't skipped a page. No. And before we plan this, let me go. So you remember I had put in the back of here, I had made some trackers, and I keep forgetting to show you guys this. So this is a sticker from Sweet Kawaii Design, and right now I'm keeping up with Fizzy's Flea and Tick Peel, Heart Peel. Then this was my online shopping tracker, and a lot of this was just the Black Friday stuff. I am reading a book, but I have not wrote the book in or colored this page in yet. I was waiting to get through with my book before I done that. This is where I was keeping up with my sugar intake. Now these are from Distractionaries. Holly has some great things you can track. Several different things. I mean, from crocheting to any kind of game you play in to stuff for school teachers. She's just got all kinds of stuff you can track. So this is, of course, I was tracking my sugar. I didn't stick with it. I done this first week and I was like, ugh, it's just depressing. This here I have not had to write in yet. This is if I need a product. Now that I say that, I do need some more from, let me see if it's in this book. No, it's not that one. Where's my other reusable sticker book? Here. I need to get beautiful mess plans. So beautiful mess plans is on Etsy. And I'm needing some more shot stickers for my insulin shot. And then I need to find a sticker that has to do with, oh, what do you call it? They're not Invisalign. I don't know if that looks like Vaseline. And Vaseline, it's Invisalign. I'll put teeth on here. I need to find a company that does that. And I need to find a company too that does, let's see, how do you spell, is it Rumba? This is a vacuum that runs all over the floor. But you know, it's a round thing that runs automatically all over the floor. I need to find that. Okay, so far we're down to February the 23rd. This is how my year in pixels is coming as far as colors. Now the colors I'm using is just from a, I don't know if I've got them up here with me. I don't see them close by, but it is those midline highlighters. And these are the colors I've got in those midline highlighters. So most of our days since January has been between 50 and 70 or 50 and 69. The ones that are in yellow, we were in the 70s. So some 80s. So that's been these last 3 days. These couple of blue was the between 30 and 49. So below 50. So anyway, I had extra spots so I could do not so far as far as the degrees in between, but this is all the colors I had in those highlighters. So I had to, I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do when we get into September and August and we have days over 100. I'll just have to find me a red highlighter, that's for sure. But anyway, let's go back real quick to, oh sorry, the weekly and this kit here. Alright, so what is the day we're doing? the 20th. Is that right? Yes. Monday is the 20th. I need tweezers. So how are you guys doing? I have been doing good. Off and on. This is Thursday, and this is the first day this week I have not had a headache. It started Sunday night, my migraine, and lasted to about 8:30 last night. And I was able to sleep good. I slept in this morning. Didn't realize how in I had slept. But I didn't get up till 9:30. And I know it's just because my head was feeling so much better. So there's our days. Now let's look at our washi. Okay, so this is our washi. Alright, so this is going to be fine across the bottom. Let's see if I've got a thinner one that I can do. Well, it'll be a sort of thick one too that we'll do across the top. Let's see. These colors go good, but it needs to be a little wider than that. I think we'll do this one here. That'll look good with it. Okay, so like I was saying, the headaches were bad, and it might be because of the weather change, because we are in the low 80s. Oh yeah, that healed up easier than I was expecting. Come on now. Hang on now. Okay. I don't know if I like that or not because it comes over here. It needs to be scooted down this way. Thankfully, Tasia's paper peels good, but these must be a removable sticker paper because these are coming up. A lot easier. It's just I can't do a straight line to save my life. This ain't gonna have no sticky left to it, y'all. Man, I was supposed to say, all right, we got it, and then look at that bubble. Okay, now we got it. Woo. Alright, 30 minutes to lay down a piece of washi. But anyway, I am doing a lot better today, so I am doing several videos to get caught up so I can put some up on my page. Y'all are so patient with me. And I thank you. But let me see if I can get sort of tell y'all what's been going on. So my mom has been sick. I might have mentioned this in another video. I cannot remember. But in my family, on my mom's side of the family, there is a gene. Oh, come on. That runs in our family that attacks the heart. Let me find my worship card. And makes the walls of the heart, the muscle of the heart, thicken. And so we have everybody on my side of the family, on my mama's side of the family, have to be checked to see if you have that gene. Now, if you have that gene, that does not mean that you are having heart trouble. It just means that the possibility increases. The probability increases. So, my mom was tested and she does have the gene and she is having heart trouble. Thankfully, we have caught it early. And hoping that we have got ahead of the game. It does. You will have to look up HCM if you want to know about it. It can run in families and families not know. And we've had 10 cousins on my mother's side, or she's had 10 cousins. They would be third cousins to me. But die under the age of 40, and it's sometimes there's no symptoms whatsoever and they just drop. It's sudden death that ends up happening with this enzyme. And so for my mom, since we do know that she has this enzyme, the doctors will set a date. This paper has to be a removable paper because it is sliding around so easy between Tasia's paper in this planner and these being a removable paper and me not being able to stick nothing down straight. This is wonderful. Okay, so back to Mama. They will put this little chip underneath her skin right above her heart, just like if you would chip your animal. But this chip reads what the heart is doing, and this will be most of the time the implants only last 3 years, and like every 3 years you have to have them updated. But this is something that she will forever wear so that it can alert. It's like having her own personal ambulance, because it will alert when things are not going good, and they will be able to get with her, tell her to come in. We see stuff going on, we need you to come in. So let's see, here's the weekend banner. Let me go ahead and put that in, or I'll be covered it up. I'll be covered all the spots and won't leave room for it. So anyway, I have not been checked yet. I'm needing a referral for insurance, and I go March the 8th to my sugar doctor. And so I will get him hopefully to do my referral so that I can get in and get tested, and then I'll need to get Maddie tested too at some point. Let's see what kind of, I want this to do, but I would like a decorative box. I don't want one that big. Let's see, we might just do this pink one. anyway, I've been going to the doctor with her and Dad just to make sure. I've got 2 more sisters and a brother, and they're all getting with their insurance to see if they can all be tested, because let's see, it was September the 1st when my uncle passed away, and he was 60, and he had already had let's see here, I'm not wanting the color block, so let me switch up the order of these headers. So there's that. So he had already had stents, he had already had a pacemaker, he was also diabetic, and had COVID, and that's what has run through my family. Me and my husband, my daughter, we've all already had COVID. I'm diabetic. So it's just best that we all get tested. But yeah, he passed away, and so it just seems like the most sensible thing to do. But on something other than hospital and sickness, we've been doing schoolwork. Like I said, Marshall paid for us to go get our nails done last weekend and go out to eat, and then let's see, what did we do? So let's see, yesterday was Tuesday night. I got online and done a Walmart order because we needed groceries, and I did not feel like walking through that store shopping. So let's see, I'm gonna do a tracker here. Let's see, then we're gonna use a header. So I did a Walmart order, then me and Maddie went yesterday and picked up the Walmart order. And you just have to, pop your trunk and let them load it up for you, which is wonderful. And my head was still hurting, but it was something that needed to be done. So then after that, it was lunchtime, so we went to Captain D's, that's not far from the Walmart, and we ate Captain D's. And then Maddie has her permit, and I told her, I said, baby, my head is just killing me. I said, do you mind driving home? She's like, no, I'll drive. And so it's about a 25-minute drive back to our home. So she drove home. She done a good job too. But let's see, I'm going to put this important here in case something comes up. I know I want to put one of the decorative boxes, but see, I don't know how much room. So let me put one of the decorative boxes and go ahead and get it lined up so I'll know how much room. So I think one of these small check boxes can work. So let's see. I think we'll do that. Alright, y'all. Now, I want to go with today's through the top, and I'm going to alter with color. Here's it today. So we got back home, and Maddie got all the groceries out of the car while I went down to the pasture and I fed donkey and goats. Had to feed the chicken. Had to come in and feed the fish. And then I had to, she brought me her, she started on school then, and after she got done with her schooling, she brought it all in for me to check it. So let's see how it's looking. That's looking good, y'all. Alright, so let me go back with a type of checklist, and instead of the boxes, I think I'm going to do these flags. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if I need to, I can use the smaller flags at the weekend. But we're going to do this. And I was just hoping and praying, y'all, that my headache would be eased up so I could film today. I love doing this. I love talking to y'all. I have so much fun. My husband's always had some kind of hobby. He's either hunting, or he also shoots bows and arrows, so that's in hunting season. He also does his own reloading. So let's go back with, let's see about our header thing. Okay. So I've never had a hobby, so once I found this, oh my goodness, I could have just done a jig. I had no idea what I was supposed to put in a planner. All I knew is that I wanted a planner. I wanted to plan. I wanted to plan something. I was clueless to what I was supposed to plan. And I'm still learning stuff that you can plan. I said, I ain't got nothing in my day to plan. I don't do nothing, especially being a stay-at-home mom. But y'all, I wanted to plan so bad, I didn't care if it was brushing my teeth. If that's the only thing I could put down, I was putting it down. Alright, y'all, so let's put down some decorative boxes, shall we? I think we shall. And so I began to plan. I also began to text people, and I know they thought I was dingy, but I thought these ladies and stuff that I had found their YouTube channels, I thought they were, and they are, the best people out there. I was like, will you be my friend? I love talking to people. I love talking to girls, ladies. We all have so much in common when it comes to, at one point in my life, I was dealing with infertility, and it took us 9 years to have Maddie. And I'm telling you, the emotional strain. Oh, these are headers. I thought that was another sticker. These are like cool. Let's see. This is a sticker. So the emotional strain. And then I was like, Lord, I do not understand it. Me and Marshall done it like the Bible says do it, to wait until you're married, then try for a kid. And I said, and yet we're among the ones that can't have one. But yet on the news every day, there's people that do not wait until they're married, that get pregnant and have kids left and right, and then they don't want them. And so I'm not saying none of this is one. I feel like one way is correct, and I feel like the biblical way is correct, but that does not mean that everybody else is bad. That does not mean that. It was just a point in my life that I was aggravated because I was like, we done it the right way, the way we felt we were supposed to do it, and it still didn't work. But there's also that verse in the Bible that says the good reigns on the just and the unjust. Life just happens, no matter who you are or how good of a person you've been. It don't have nothing to do with that. But when you're going through that, it's just hard to understand that and to wrap your head around it. So now let's do with some functional boxes, y'all. Let's see. So besides these flags, these functional boxes is all I've got, if I've looked at it correctly, outside of these check boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there is one for each day. So let's do, let me start from the bottom. So do I have enough glitter headers left over? Let's see. I think so. Hang on. So I think I want to run a glitter header across the bottom of this. To sit these boxes on. So let me try that. Because I've got enough to do it. So anyway, I just enjoy being friends with ladies, because who else is gonna understand what I've gone through, what my family's gone through. I mean, besides you guys, I mean, to tell you, does anybody else deal with polycystic ovarian syndrome? That's what I was dealing with. That's the reason I was infertile. That's the reason, then my body didn't make progesterone. I had a miscarriage the first time I got pregnant. Then the second time, I went into labor early, and that was at 21 weeks, so they put me in the hospital. And this was in 2005. I laid on my back in the hospital for 3 weeks, trying to help our baby grow. Because I did not know at the time that my body, neither did my doctors, that my body did not automatically produce progesterone. So, when your progesterone does not produce, then your body thinks that you are, like when you're pregnant, your progesterone level is supposed to rise every day. But mine would rise only to a certain extent, and then it would fall because my body would not make it. Now, once your body has a placenta and it is attached, that placenta starts making the progesterone. So the first 12 weeks of pregnancy, my body would not make the progesterone, and I needed a progesterone shot, because when my body would get so high and drop, my body thought I was going into a cycle and it would get rid of the baby. So I've lost 2 babies that way until we figured out what was going on. Okay, so then with Caitlin, we knew what was going on. So we knew to do the progesterone shot from the very get-go. So I would find out that I was pregnant like at 5 weeks. And so I found out, and so I got pregnant. Okay, so then that's me carrying Caitlin. So I was able to carry her further than any of my pregnancies so far, because we figured out that, you know, my progesterone, my body was not making the progesterone. Okay, so once we figured that out, we get to 21 weeks, and I had been having Braxton Hicks, I don't know that they were Braxton Hicks, because Braxton Hicks are not for real. I was really having, at like 19 weeks, contractions, and I didn't realize what was going on because I had never gotten this far in pregnancy. By the time I get to my doctor's office, and you know, I'm still working, so I'm thinking it's just a strain on my body is what's going on. And I tell him the strain, and he's like, lay back right now and let me check, because I tell him what I've been experiencing, and he said, that is not normal, Misty, let me see. And when he looked, he was like, I can see the sac, your baby is coming, we have got to get you to the hospital. And so I drove myself to the hospital. I called Marshall and tell him what's going on. And while at the hospital, what they learned is that then my uterus was too weak to hold a pregnancy. I needed something called a cerclage, which is where you tack or stitch each side of the uterus into place. And then at the time of delivery, they untack it so you can either have it naturally or they can do a C-section. Well, by the time we figured this out with Caitlin, she had already dropped so far into the birth canal that even with me laying back for 3 weeks in the hospital room, it was not enough time. My water broke after 3 weeks in there, just naturally. They could not stitch me because she was too far down in the canal, and they could not get her to back up, so they could not stitch me. So I gave birth at 23 weeks. Now this is 17 years ago, y'all. But to a beautiful baby girl named Caitlin, who weighed 1 pound 9 ounces. And I'm telling you, y'all, that was my heart, and that was my answer to prayer. And she only lived 3 days. And I'm telling you, at the time, I was like, God, this don't make no sense. I don't understand. A lot of people ask, how can a loving God allow something like that? But then you have to go back to the point that God don't interrupt life. He don't stop life. He gives free choice to people. God does work miracles. Could God have intervened? Yes. But he chose not to. And he chose to take her. Look at this, y'all. This is beautiful. And so when I found this planner community and I found girls that I could talk to, there's so many out there that are going through now what I went through, have gone through, and I want you to know you can come out victorious on the other side. Yes, you will have days that you have to just on purpose put one foot in front of the other. But I'm telling you, my faith in God and my family, I'm just telling you, I'm a survivor and you can be too. But I didn't mean for this to be a sob sad story. I just want you to know, girls, I appreciate you. I thank you for liking my page. I thank you for being my friend. And if you need to talk, if you need anything, find me on Facebook. Send me a message. I don't mind. I'm here for you guys. But anyway, I hope you love this plan with me. I think it turned out beautiful. And we're getting into spring colors. It's going to be fun getting into some spring stuff. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.